Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou, and we're gonna work on this book some. You guys, yesterday when we got cut off, I was just finishing up this little journaling spot that we tucked in to the belly band. Let me just turn that sound off, you guys. So I finished this up. I was just about saying that when you close it, you could add some magnets. We could add some, the little round string closures if we wanted to. Those were all things that we could do. We could also do like if you do a little slit, you can slip this in. That would work. You could also do a wax seal to hold it closed for your book. So whatever you like. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Miss Stephanie. Dawn is in the house. And Debbie and Susan Wells. Hello to Miss Patty and Nicole. How are you ladies today? So, this was just, listen, my video went off. I'm not exactly sure where it cut off at, but this is now a beautiful writing spot. There's Linda Murphy Harper. Marilyn, I'm not sure. Message me. So this just fits right. I'm just going to let it live there. That's going to be fine. Let it do all the things it needs to do. So we also did, I showed just about tucking an envelope with some paper inside and tucking that in. So that's part of like your book and your journal and all of your things. And, so I have here off to the side, there are some different things that we can use to decorate with on these pretty pieces. So here's a piece here. This is very pretty. And we can take a cross, and this is just a charm. And we can take a little charm like this, and we can attach it to our pocket because it's just lace, you guys. And it just adds a little something extra there. If you like it. I'm doing good today, Deborah. So that's one way that you can like kind of fancy up your lace pieces or your fabric pieces. Here's our pretty Jesus. And I'm leaving this blank for writing. We made this pocket yesterday. And we did these pockets yesterday. And we have some blank places. And I brought in some pockets that were from the ephemera set, okay? This is probably my favorite that we did out of the bag. Uh-oh, I may have glued that in there, you guys. Hang tight. I might have accidentally glued this down inside the bag. Hold on, let me see if I can retrieve it. It may or may not. I don't know. It might be a permanent fixture, you guys. It's giving it up. Give it up. Come on, you can do it. I knew I shouldn't have stuck that in there. There we go. Whew! That was a lot of work getting that out of there. It's good though. It didn't like damage it. So thank you, Marilyn. I'll have some pictures up like later today or tomorrow. Elizabeth's having newborn photos done today. So I'm excited about that. So we have places that we can add pockets to, such as like this. So these, ephemera packs came with these pockets. Now, it's just like paper-like, okay? So, they're not real, like, super sturdy. So what I did was I glued them onto cardstock. So that way we could put them into the book like so. So we can add this here. And then we can tuck things inside of there. Some journaling cards. Some scripture cards. I have some things laying here on the table. So in your kits, if you ordered a kit, the kit is coming with 5 of these cards, you guys, that are just Bible verse cards. So, these are nice because you can share them, you can clip them, you can do all kinds of things with them inside. Here lays some things that I said I wanted to work with, and then we got cut off. But it had two different kinds of pockets, those corner ones and these ones. So how about a little shout out? You guys want a little shout out? Let's see who our friends are here. We can say hello to, hello, Miss Dory Grumbo. Welcome. Hello, Marilyn Whiting and Robin Davis. Patty, if I'm saying your name, say hi back, okay? Just type it in there, hi, or give me some hearts if you're shy. Regina Nichols, hello, Debbie Fritz. Margaret Viscarde, I think that's how you say it. Sherry Childs. Mitzi is in the house, so is Susan Wells and Debbie Moeller. There's Miss Dawn Riley, Lisa Kidd, Stephanie, Cheryl, Deborah, you guys, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Maybe we'll do another shout out later and see who sneaks in on us. So in these pockets, I included a playing card that you can alter. I was going to alter this one, but I just haven't felt it speak to me yet. So I'm going to let it lay there for a bit. But these playing cards fit perfectly into these. So you can do an artist trading card. You can fancy this up. It's pink on one side. And so you could do whatever you like with it if you get a kit. Also in your kit is one of these. These are by Dayspring, you guys. And I got these at Hobby Lobby. It was on a tablet. And it just has like some encouragement and a Bible verse and a little quote. And so this, I think, is going to fit perfectly into this corner pocket. So I think we're going to add this here. We're going to tuck this in here. Also in your kit, you'll get two of these. These are just fun for just writing some little notes on. They are perforated, so you can tear them if you want them like at different levels or what have you. You know, we could put one more in the back. We can tear one off here, like so, because these can get used other places, and you can glue them onto things. So we can do this, and then we can tear this one off here, and we can just tuck that in there, and then that'll be really cute inside that pocket. So don't be afraid to utilize pockets that come in these kits. Hello, Robin Lee. Hello, Miss Cindy. We're so glad that you're here. So I was going to add some tape to this. It did get a little wrinkly on me. But we can work that out. And we're just going to add it here, you guys. Because this is a good spot. It's as good a spot as any. So what's everybody been doing today? Listen, I totally lost track of time. I'm not even going to kid with you. But I have been... My week has gone something like this. So on Monday, I was with Evie. Evie was in labor when I was down on Monday. It wasn't real steady. Nothing over like 15 minutes apart contraction type things, because I don't think we really talked about this. And then what happened was I came home, and then Tuesday morning she was having really strong contractions, and I got to be honest with you, she was only at the hospital 2 hours when she had the baby. So she had a really fast labor, even though she was having labor pains like the day before. So of course Tuesday we started our journal. And so I did some lives here. I ran to get the dog and brought the dog home, right? And then that night, of course, I had to cancel my live because she said we could come see the baby. And oh my gosh, she's so darn precious. I can hardly stand it. She is beautiful, you guys. So then we went to see the baby. And when we came back from seeing the baby, it was kind of late. And we went on to bed. Larry and I went on to bed. And, which, you know, that happens. Going to bed is a thing to happen. And then, so I got up. Let me think for a second here. Yesterday, she said, she thought she might be getting released, and that we could, you know, maybe come and bring the dog back. Well, I waited all day and then, you know, did stuff here with you guys. There's one of those little vellum pockets. Those are nice in there. And we waited all day, you guys. And I ended up getting my mother-in-law. And got my mother-in-law. And we went to, what did we do? We went and we got sandwiches for supper last night. And then from the sandwiches, I'm just looking. I've lost something. And I'm like on the look for it too. We went and got sandwiches and took sandwiches down last night. And then, oh my goodness, you guys. She was so precious. And we ended up staying longer than we thought we were gonna. We're gonna put a little piece of that there. I'm just gonna add a little cluster down here. Here I am. So this was one like wiped out, tired grandma. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. This granny was tired. She was sleepy. And all of the things. So I know you guys are very understanding and forgiving here. So, but I really do want to get these finished, you know. We got to get this work done on this book, you guys. We got to get the work done on the book. So, hang on one second. I slipped these back in. So these are those little daisies that came from, yeah, Family First. These came from Hobby Lobby. So we're going to do we're going to put this on here. And hang on a second. I'm just getting some of this greenery. And we're going to put some greenery like this. And let's see. And like this. So we're just going to kind of L-shape it. And then we're going to put a daisy doodle on there. That's how we're going to pretty that pocket up. We're just going to give it some pretty. She had the baby on Tuesday. We were actually on a live together on Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning. She had the baby. So all right, so we're going to add a little dab of glue here. Oops, just a little more than a little dab. Yeah, it was a really, really fun time. And getting to see your granddaughter after all that waiting time, that was just something, let me say. That was really something. Hello, Dana from Minnesota, USA. We are glad you're here. Okay, so we're going to put this one to the side there. And then I'm going to put this white one here. And I thought about doing a second one. But then, you know, the rule of threes kind of thing. But that's okay, because we can add it. We can add a third one, right? Let's do this here. You were going to say something when my phone didn't cover it. Yeah. Yes. My phone, I was very distracted on Tuesday. If you guys missed that, I'm really sorry. But I was distracted on Tuesday. She is not wrong there. So I have these are like little daisy blooms. So we're going to yank one of these off of here. They're a little smaller. And then we can tuck one here. Right? And then we can put one here like this. How's that look? You guys liking that? Her and the baby are doing good. They're home. You know, back in the day, we didn't stay long in the hospital either, but this overnight stuff, I was like, wow. But, you know, she did it. I have to tell you, my daughter is stronger person than I am. And here's why. I am not kidding with you. Oh, I never thought of that, Debbie. That's a really good point. But Alara does have my mom's middle name. She gave her Mark. Oh, I just burned my makeup brush. My little brush that I use for... I was like, I smell something. It was melting it. Look at... Oh my goodness. Well, be careful, Jimmy Lou. She had listen, the girl had no epidural. I would have been like, give me the drugs now. Just give me something for pain. I can't take it. That's how I would have been. That's me. I'm a little bit more of a pushover, I guess. But, it is what it is, and what can you really do, you know? So, all right. So, I'm just getting one of these. Michelle calls them secret words. These are fun to use wherever you like. And we're just going to add this right along the bottom down here. Can you guys see that? It says faith, hope, and love. I really like that one. You knew it was the baby being born. Well, and then I almost flubbed up, you guys, because I was on Lisa Brown's page, and Lisa said, you can cancel if you need to. And I was like, well, no, there isn't anything I can do except for sit around and wait. Anyhow, I did appreciate that, you know, she was like, you could do, you know, you could cancel if you need to. But, so what I ended up doing was, I did a pretty quick live over there. And then, because that's when we found out we could go down and see the baby. But, I said about the doctor, about the postman coming. And the postman, knocking. Oh, I hope he doesn't knock on the door because I don't want the dog to bark. And I was like, oh man, I hope no one really caught that, because I don't have a dog. We sometimes take care of Rico, and that's what we were in the process of. We were taking care of Rico. So I'm just gonna take these things here. We're gonna take these two, and we're just gonna clip them right there. And I have these clips. I got these at Hobby Lobby. So you can use clips like this. You can just use paper clips like this to clip things on. And let's see what's on the other side. I think I like to maybe clip them with this. But we may end up clipping it with something else. You did, but you didn't want to say anything. Well, it would have been okay. I mean, it would have been my own kind of dumb fault. So it's okay to have things sticking out from the top of your book, or the side, or dangling from the bottom, whatever it is that you like to do there. So I have this one that says joy, and then I have one that is a cross. So joy, there's a cross, and then there's one that says joy. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the center of our signature here. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tie these on here. So I think I'm gonna do, it doesn't really matter which one is which. Whoops. But I want to make sure that they hang out. So I don't want to pull them too tight, because I want them to both sort of be dangling outside of what we have going on there. If I can do it. Listen, Jimmy Lou's fingers are not what they should be. Hi, Cheryl Miller. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. She's getting newborn pictures taken today. Actually, Elizabeth is a photographer. She's taking them. So I'm just waiting to see some pictures come through, which I'm excited for. All right, and then we have this one for this cross. We could also add a charm like this. We have this. I'm saving this one for the spine, as well as these two wooden beads here say love and faith. Those we're keeping for the spine. And these little beads that are in here, I'm also keeping those from the spine. But you could, if you wanted to, you know, take some, if you can get your fingers on them, take some beads and string some beads on there too, so that you have some bead things hanging down. Those would also be, they would be fun. All right, let's grab one of these. I think there's two. Yeah, there's two here. Let's add these two wooden ones on here, just because it'll add it a little something extra special. So let's see. Got to get my old lady eyes out. There's one. See if we can do it. Ooh, this one doesn't have a... There's not a hole through this one. Hang on. What did I do with my pokey tool? I have a pin. That will work too. So let's see. Yep, there we go. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Barb. Thank you, thank you. So, and I am like, I'm doing things in this book, but I want you to know I'm leaving a lot of places for whoever gets it, for them to write and add their own spin onto it, okay? Because that's kind of important too. Okay, so again, how far down do you want something to hang and dangle and do all the things? There we go. You can add buttons, beads, anything that you like, you can add onto this, okay? Entirely up to you. Let's just trim this off a bit like that. And then when the book is closed, it's going to have these little dangles here, but we are going to make something for the spine up here. Okay. So we have some other pocket things happening here. So let's see, where do we want to add these? I kind of think this might be fun here on this. Might be. I'm not really sure where I want to do this. Oh, we could do it like this and have it pull open that direction. That might be fun too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add this onto here. And then this will pull off like this. And then you'll have this space that you could still add a photo or something onto. So, see this right here? This is going to get glued onto the outside here. And then we'll put something on the inside. So, tell me in the comments, has anybody like gone the distance and actually went and like purchased stuff to make one of these? Or maybe not yet? Tell me. Well, I put some markings here, and here, and here. So this has like a Bible verse on the outside of it. And I just thought this would be kind of nice to add. Just the verse, so, you know, whoever gets it, they could look up the verse. The verse was actually the words that were on that paper. Let's see. Ooh, that's a little big. Let's trim her back a little. I know, I like the cover too. And I brought these flower pieces in here to do on the cover. Just in case I felt inspired to do the cover. Ooh, that was noisy. But, quite honestly, I think I am going to go ahead and do the cover this morning. And, we will move on from there. So, oh, we need to trim it down a little bit off on the side here too. So let's just take a little off each side. There we go. And then that'll frame out right on there like that. So we have to put a little, oops, sorry guys. You ordered metal corners. Yeah, I have metal corners here laying to maybe doing this. So in order to make this actually work, you have to put some kind of a pull tab thing on here. So we're just going to use a little piece of this. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and grab this right here. Okay, so just a little pull tab. And we're going to put it here. Now, if you don't want to use lace, you could make one out of, you know, pretty cardstock, whatever you want to do. But one side goes on one side of the opening there, and the other one goes on this side. Now, you could glue it. I'm going to staple it just because I like the way staples look. And we're going to give it 2. We're going to give it 1 and 2, just so it has that little extra room. Okay, so see how that looks? Then when this is glued down and you pull this, this is going to open, and then you could put some things on the inside, which I thought maybe one of these might fit in there. We might have to trim it down. If we do, that's okay. We can do that too. So let's add this on here. Awesome. Yes, use what you have in your stash if you can. Because, you know, some of you have some really pretty things in your stash, you know, or there's some really great printable kits that you can buy off of Etsy. That would just be absolutely stunning in a book like this. So, yeah, and this was the bottom of that paper bag that we cut off yesterday. So yesterday I was going to go ahead and do that, and it just didn't work out that way. So we're going to use these as corner pockets as well. So, yeah, this, it may or may not fit on the inside. I'm not really sure. But if you give this a pull and you open this up, it kind of has like that secret thing in there. I can show you, Debbie. So we're just going to take a little off of all 4 sides of this. Just because I think it will work out better for fitting in there. And it'll look a little more even and balanced if we do. Yikes. If we don't tear it to shreds. So you could do this too if you get a kit and you have, I could have just used my scissors. It would have been easier. You could trim these off, trim them down. So that way you can tuck them into stuff like this and it still is good on both sides. And then you can put something like this on the inside. Now you could glue it down or you could just tuck it in there and you could put some, like some prayers or anything in there. So you can't figure, I know, Lisa Kid, I had to end up buying a new printer and it was all the printer. So I got an Eco Tank and I really like it. Wish that I could be more helpful when it comes to stuff like that, as far as like printing out stuff, but I'm not familiar with your computer or whatever. But if you're having trouble and you bought something off Etsy, you could always message the person you bought it from to ask them to email it to you. Just tell them you're having trouble with the download and the print, and because sometimes you can print it right out of the email and it's a little easier. So there we go. That looks really cool. Less is more there. See, we have our rows up here and we have this down here. A little bit of that is a little less is more. And I like that. I think that looks good. I think we're good there. So you could, you know, add some other things on there if you want to, you know, maybe like some words or phrases, any of that stuff. So let's just go to the front here. We have pocket there. Excuse me. Okay, so these were the corners that we cut off of the other. So if you want to use these so that they become like a tuck spot, you could stamp on them some stamped images. Oh, these are the metal corners that I got. And I'm probably going to use silver because I have a silver buckle that I want to use. But I do so love these for the cover. So I got these off Amazon. They're all exactly the same, just different colors. And I like them. So, okay. So to make a tuck spot, first of all, you can... you could tear something out that's kind of decorative. And just kind of make a little cluster on there if you want to. Okay. Let's grab a piece of, there's a piece of dictionary paper. So we can tuck a piece of dictionary paper on there. And then, you know, our little flower. And that just links it right. A link. Yeah, it links it up. That just dresses it up. So yes, I do have a link. I can put it up. Yeah, Office Max. Staples also. You can print from there. That's not hard to do. And it's really not that expensive. Okay, so there we go there. And here we have this little flower that we just tore off of there. I don't want to give it too heavy of a thing. Just because, you know, we can add this on here like this. And then we can get us a little word. Something small. if I can find my scissors. Let's see. This is a good one. This one says peace. Oops, my glue's over here having a fit. It's having a spell. Okay, and we can just add this onto here too. So we just made like a little cluster on this angle piece. So I'm just going to add glue right after I clean this tip off. I'm just going to add some glue on two sides of this to create a little like tuck spot pocket. Okay, and that's just using what you had that's laying on the desk, you know? So just a little of something will make it something. I'll put this on here. And just look at how pretty that just pulls that all together. Then you can take anything that you want and tuck it in there. A tag, a photo. We have some of these. We can stick one of those in there. And we can take one of these. Look, that will keep him in perfect peace. We can tuck that in there. And then you just have those things. So, and that's how you can use those. Okay. We're going to be doing something on a lot of these pages. We're going to be tucking some things in. That needs to go back in there. Just even simple things like cutting out a word. That was on this piece here. Let all that you do be done with love. And I just cut the love off and I stuck it there. Here's our pockets and our clip. And there's our little round piece inside our vellum pocket. And again, you can take things like your dictionary paper, okay? And you can just do some ripping. And you can just glue along the edge just to give it something that it looks like something, okay? So we can just glue this down right here. Thank you. Staples, you just email the file to yourself. Okay? And once the file is emailed to yourself, you get to Staples. You have to do it within a certain time though. I think it's like 24 hours or it gets, you know, deleted. But there is an email that you send it to. I'll see if I can go on Staples' website and kind of find that for you guys. And just see if we can't get something like that happening for you. So that at least you know what to do when you get to the Staples, right? So you can add some pieces like this. This is just scrap I picked up off the floor. And I have some tags we can use in this. This is all from that ephemera pack that I had. We love him because he first loved us. It doesn't really match what I have going on over there, though. Let's see. Let's just grab one of these. And again, you just tuck things in wherever you want them to be. Alright, we're just going to cut one of these out. And we're just going to tuck this. You can tuck it wherever. Down here, up there, off to the side. And then you have all this space to write. Oh, yeah. And I know, like, if I go to Staples, they have, like, a print center. And the print center people will help you. They'll help me. So if they'll help me, they'll help you. I'm sure of it. So, okay. So there we go. We have something there. We can leave places for writing. We have this pocket. This is where you can tuck in things like these tags. These should fit in here. Tuck them in sideways. Let them stick out. Go in this direction. This is fun to do them like this. because then you can get more in there than you like. Check that out. Let me see what I have. My scrap fabric. Aha. There's some scrap fabric laying here. That was just some fun little pieces that are kind of wavy. Oh my goodness, I need to really like pull out all the stops and find my hole punch, you guys, because Jimmy Lou is having a hard time having to use this bad boy all the time. Yeah, Office Max, Office Depot, any of those really. Right, so here's one. Here's the other. Okay, and then we can set, we can set some eyelets in that just to make them interesting, just to give it a little bit of interest. This is honestly where, like, the handheld one is way better for this, but okay, so there's that one. Look at how pretty that is now. It's not in my spinny thing. That's where I keep my hole punch. I think I grabbed some things off the table and I think I stuck them away, and I think I just don't remember where I stuck it. Which that happens to me pretty often. More often than I'd like to admit, you guys. Uh-oh, what happened there? Oh, my piece moved. Hold on. I have an uh-oh. That's been a long time. You're welcome, Dana. Been a long time since I actually made a mistake with an eyelet. It's been quite some time, actually. All right, so let me just make sure that's in place. It's because this is big and the piece I'm trying to do it with is small. And it's a whole thing. All right, there we go. It's a whole thing. Okay, so then I'm just taking pieces of scrap. And you can just tuck them in here however you want to. You know, I just had a better idea. You guys remember that scarf I got at the thrift store the other day? And I said it was really pretty. It had these really pretty dangly pieces hanging off of it. I think I want to maybe put some of this through that. So it has some really nice lace along the edge, okay? So if you cut it just so, you can salvage that lace. Always look for scarves. Scarves are great fabrics to use in junk journaling, no kidding. So there's that. Okay, so this is now, look at this. We can use this as some trim work or whatever. And then we have this that's got the lace in the middle, and then these like dangly pieces, right? So let's just cut off some of this. And we'll use this through there. Hi, Shelly. A portable organizer. That would be great. But Jimmy Lou is not a portable organizer kind of person. Okay, so here we have those. So if we take these two, or this one, and we slice that off, we can now add this as something just a little extra fun in here. So we can tuck this through. I think it'll pull through. Yep. And then if we just pull, and this reminds me of like shawls and stuff that women of that time would have maybe wore. So see how it now has this really pretty decorative piece on it. We can tuck that in there. And, you know, we can just let that hang. We can let it all hang out then, you guys. We sure can. Let's trim this a little bit. And let's get this skadootin' through there. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm not getting a skadootin' through there. It's giving me a It's putting up a fight, this one is. There we go. Hi, Cindy. Let's see if we can, there we go. I was like, the other one went through. You're getting yard sale. Where's your yard sale at? I'll be there. So see, we just add that little extra and tuck those into a pocket. And that's something that you can do to a junk journal that just makes it a little fun. And let it hang out. Let it be part of the prettiness of it. Look at, this is getting chubby. Look at, we are really getting chubby here. Okay, let's, I want to work on the cover. Let's do the cover, you guys. And then we'll take a break. I should be back live later today. I shouldn't have trouble coming live later, but if I do, I'll make a post and all the things. Okay, so I have this pretty lace. This is vintage. And the kits, if you order a kit, you're getting a belt buckle or a buckle. I call them a belt buckle because that's what I call them. But we're going to take this, I thread it through here, and we're going to glue this down just like so. This is going to be our closure for this book. This is just something unique. I know you guys haven't seen me do this before. And it's going to get glued fast all the way around, except for this end right here and this end right here. And then let's pull these out for now so you're not getting confused what I'm showing. And then this will fit through there. And, you know, you can tighten it or loosen it however big or small you want it to be. Oh, you went to visit your mom up north? Okay, so we're just going to add some hot, you know what? You know what it is, you guys. And let's just press this down. So I looped that buckle through the lace, or the lace through the buckle, however you want to say it. And so this is just something unique. Now, we're working with a metal piece, so be careful because the metal piece can get hot and it can do all the things. Now, you could definitely put the buckle in the front here, just leaving it a little more loosey-goosey. But I think I like, I don't know, what do you guys like? You like it in the center, that this will come around and fasten through? Or I think I like it in the center. I wasn't going to do it that way, but I think I do like it in the center. And then I have these flowers that we're going to add to the front of the cover. And then I did see on one of these, there's one that says prayer journal. But there was also one I thought I saw that just said journal. It may have said joyful. Oh, no, I see it. So it says journal here. So we'll cut this, one of those two out, and we'll stick it in there, just to make it a little extra fun. So, okay, so to glue this down, you don't want to glue it down tight that this won't move, because then you'll have trouble. So you want to leave it a little flopsy mopsy. Now, if you need a tutorial on how to do a buckle as your closure, the Vintage Daisy over on her YouTube, she has it. She has a very nice tutorial on how to do it. And, oh my gosh, I can't find here's my pokey tool. So you can totally check that out and see what she has going on there, okay? It's a little different than what I'm doing. Yeah, so I like it a little closer to the end, so I left it not quite center. I made it a little off center. And then we can put our floral pieces along here, because we're going to glue this on the back, and then this is going to come around. And look, we can loop it through here, just like so. And you can pull it as tight or as loose as you want. And then this is just fabric. This will just poke right through there, because I did it a couple of times. If you just, sometimes you have to use a little tool to get a hole, but you could also use your eyelets, and you could set eyelets to make the holes for you, which we might do 2 of those just because we could. But see how it just poked right through there? And then you have that buckle. So I feel like I did something not quite right, but you can go back down through here and just let it live there. So what do you think? What do you guys think there? Are you liking it? So let's pull this off right here. This is glued down on the front, and we're just going to bring it around and we're going to glue it down across the back there. And then I will tell you, we're going to add a few things to this. In your kits, you get these pieces that say handmade special edition. These you can add to your book, and we're just going to add this one on the back here, down towards the bottom. You can add it on here, wherever you like. Entirely up to you, but they're little leather pieces, and they just make it fun. I don't want to cover up the love part, though. And then that's on there, right? Okay, and then we'll just come through here. And I'm not going to pull it really real tight. I'm going to leave it a little loosey-goosey. So that way there's room for anything else we might add. Okay. So I'm just using my pokey tool, and I'm making a hole. I'm giving it a chance to start. So you might have to do that. Oh my goodness, I can't see what I'm doing. There it is. Ah! I might have to like do this. There we go. Okay, so that's on there. And then we're going through here. And just kind of leave it. Just let it be. Let this, do not glue this down or you won't get your book open. If you don't mess it up, your mom will love this. Okay, so you can trim this off. Don't trim it too close, because if you need more space, or whoever's getting it, you want them to have some space. But there we have that. Okay, so let's add this on. And I love these brownish color flowers. Just because I think they're going to like pop on here. I think we're going to be able to make some popping things happen here. And then we have these cream color ones, plus those daisies I was using on the inside. So let's just pull these out. Okay, we have these. These are really pretty to use, that we can do like this and like this, just to give it that kind of pretty feeling there. Let's add a cream one. And then I have these. These are always fun. I always have fun with these. Yeah, we could add an eyelet. It definitely would be more beneficial for an eyelet. Let's go ahead and do that, you guys. Do I have silver? Here's a silver one. Okay, so I can see right where that hole is. So if I use my Big Bertha, I'll be able to poke a hole in that with this. I should be able to anyways. Yep, see how it gave us that hole? We're going to add our eyelet. And you could add 2 or 3 if you want to, just to make it look more belt-like. Yeah, slap some buttons on it and call it done, right? All right, whoop, let's scoop this front. I'll decide if I want to add more than one of these little eyelets on here or not. And just give it a squeeze. Oh, I pushed it straight through because I squeezed too hard. That's the second eyelet that I messed up there, you guys. What is the dealio today? Let's try again. I think I just ended up pushing it straight through the fabric because the fabric spread apart some. I just squeezed too hard, I think. Let's try again. I'm trying not to fail on camera, you guys. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of glue so it stops fraying. You want it to stop fraying. Otherwise, it's just going to keep poking that right on out of there. right? Okay. I'm trying not to burn my fingers. Okay. Here we go. I am tired. I actually am tired. All right. So that'll pull right through there. This will go through there a little easier. I could have used a smaller eyelet too. And then that, see, it's not going to stay. Well, now we have a hole. It's just not going to, it keeps pushing it straight out. So I think we just are going to leave the hole. We're good. We have a hole that's poked out. So that'll come stay through there. And we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just let it be. Let it do its thing. Okay, here we go. Whew, before I fail, you guys. I don't want to fail. All right, we're going to put greens up this direction. And we're going to put greens across this direction. And don't worry, I'm not going to cover up all those stones because they're pretty. But we can do a cream one. And then we have these like smaller, like more colorful ones. We can do, there's 3. And I have these ones that we want to use. That we can make. We're just kind of making a flower arrangement on our book is what we're doing. And we're just kind of laying things out right now just to feel them out and see what we like, what we don't like, what we want to use, what we don't want to use. Those are all things. Nothing's permanent until you glue it fast. Okay, just remember that. Everybody say that together. Nothing's permanent till I glue it fast. Oops. We have some more greens here we can tuck in here. I'm trying to leave that faith part alone. This. That's gonna go up there, you guys. It's just not gonna stay because it's rolling around. But so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have these ones here, like this. That we can just tuck 2 of these in there. And that makes them good. Good, good, good. Okay, we're good. Whew, let's scoot this stuff out of the way. Because then what I just like to do is just scoot this over and just kind of lay it out how I just envisioned that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to add this along here, like so. Okay, and then here's this one. Go ahead and stick that right on there. That's where I want that to live. Can you guys see okay? I think you can see okay. Hopefully. Okay, here comes this one. I'm leaving that faith one especially, and then you'll have these ones up here. That will also work. All right, we get this one going here. Whoops, let's put this one down. All right. Thank you. So, and then remember too, sometimes less is more, but also sometimes more is more. And sometimes more just looks good and fun. So, hang on one second. You can't wait to get your kit. Yep, kits are going out today. Larry and I are heading out with the kits today. There's that one. And then we have this piece here. Like so. And then just wherever you want to put this one. flower buds are nice. Okay, and I think I just want to have these. So I think we're just going to grab 2 teeny tiny ones off of here. Oops. There's one we can tuck in there. So I still have my odd numbers, but we still have some kind of pretty little flower garden thing going on there. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure that all is pushed down good. There we go. Okay, then I have my piece here that I want to cut out that says journal. Where is that? I keep saying, I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where it's at. Here it is. Okay, here we go. So this just says journal. We're just going to tuck this to kind of hide because I like that it says faith. You know, we could have put journal underneath it, but wherever you want to stick that to kind of hide it, just makes it a little fun, right? So listen, I have a hot glue stringer that's doing whatever it wants to. So there is, I think there are like 2 kits left in the shop. If anyone didn't get a kit, there's like 2 left over there. Just like that. I just think that looks really kind of cute. All right. Whoops. We're slipping. Okay, then I have these metal corners. And I keep thinking silver because the buckle is silver. But I don't know, I kind of like the bronze too. And I'm always about, it's okay to mix your metals. So, yeah, we could have put it right to the, yeah, we could have. I like it down here though. So, all right, so let's use these ones. So how I use these ones is, first of all, I find my pliers, my squeezy pliers. Hopefully nothing goes crashing off this desk, you guys. I just don't see them. Oh, we'll use, here they are. So I have these pliers. They're not cutting pliers. They're just pliers. Okay. And what I do is I take a little tiny glue. They're going out today, Stephanie. And then I take the corner and I slip it over. And I push it down as far as it will go. Okay. And then squeeze this. Okay. Squeezing it is important because it closes it up around the edge of the corner of the book. See? Okay. I'm going to do the bottom down here. So you don't want a lot of glue. In fact, sometimes what I do is I squeeze my glue trigger and I let my glue drip off. And then I get the little glue on there so I don't have too much. Because too much, it'll just squeeze out all over the place. And it'll be in trouble. So let's see. And then just squeeze that on there like so. Find your pliers that you laid down and you don't know what you did with. And just give it that squeeze, you guys. These are easy to use. They're not difficult at all. So, okay. Size. What size are they? I don't know. I will put a link up for these because I got this whole box. Because I wanted to check them out because if they were good, my next kit, I want to include some in. All right, so let's do the same thing here. Make sure I don't have no paper that gets caught up in it. Because if you squeeze the paper in it, you'll end up making a mistake. Okay, come on. There we go. And that glue just helps hold it in place just long enough for you to squeeze it closed. some people put pieces of fabric around it to squeeze it so you don't get that kind of like crinkled up look, but I think it adds character to it. That's my opinion. Okay. All I did there was wipe a little extra off. I'm making up words again, guys. As we go along, we're making up words. Just give that a squeeze. Now, I put them on all 4 corners. You could add them to only 2 corners if you like, and that's fine. But, so there we go. And I think I am going to take this, and I think I am going to poke a hole in just one more, like a little closer. So that way, you know, however tight the person gets it wants to close their book up. So I'm just lining it up a little bit back from where we made that hole. And I am just, it just does punch straight through there, you guys. It really is not hard to do. So, so tell me in the comments, what do you think? If you're watching on the replay, do you like it? I'll add a little glue to that so it stops fraying, but for right now, let's just get this tucked in here. Just like so. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks. And then we're going to put a dangle on the corner here too. We have this hanging off there. And we have all the things, you guys. Are you loving it? I see some hearts going up. I know you are loving it. And I have this piece here. And remember I said we can have things hanging out and hanging off and all of that stuff. So I have this piece here that I kind of like. And I think maybe I want to add on one of the pages. So that way it kind of hangs out. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's see. I like using the buckle too. I think the buckle was kind of cool. So let's see. Let's open this up and just see where we might want to add just a piece of this along the bottom of something. Like down here. If we add this along the bottom, this will dangle out and it's just going to look so cool, you guys. I think, my opinion, that it will look cool. Okay, so we can just add this along there. And then these I have. And this is just one of those pages that looks like Bible page. I'm just going to add a line of glue along there. And we're just going to place this on there like so. Press that down. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah, and you can add it in more than one places, and you can add different types of laces. Like you could add a piece up here. This piece that I cut off, this smaller piece, you can use this as like for a tab. You can also just glue it in place somewhere. That stuff just hangs out, and it just makes the character of the book. So I was looking for... Where are you? Oh, remember now, this is the sideways pocket too. Like my sound effects. I know, right? I do some pretty good sound effects. Oh my goodness, where is that? Oh, it's right. I'm holding it in my hand. And that's for these. I'm just going to slip 2 of them in this pocket and just let those pieces just dangle out and be part of it. Right? This is glued in, so that kind of pulls it together. And then I have some of this stuff that is just fun to add on to something. Let's go to right there. Hold on, I have to see what I'm doing. Okay, and then we can just, ooh, that popped off of there. I didn't want that to pop off of there. There we go. Okay, so this has like some sticky glue to it. And if you just pull it up that'll come off. And you can add it as trim work. And it just looks pretty. We might have to add a little glue there. Might have to add some glue to glue things back down, but I think it looks pretty. And it just reminds me of something that you'd see like women of the Bible maybe looking or wearing, right? So when this is all closed up and this is pulled around here to the front, so we now have this hanging off the bottom. That looks really pretty. We have these hanging out the side that just look really pretty. And it's really up to you. If you don't like that stuff hanging out, then make it a pocket somewhere else, right? Just make it a pocket somewhere else. All right. When we come back later, I do have in the center the Bible, this hymn paper that I want to create pockets for. So I was thinking the pockets that came with the ephemera pack would fit, but they're going to be really tight fitting. So that's not going to work for me. So we're going to create our own. And then I do have some more of these types of tags that we can tuck into. I also have from that ephemera kit, there were some of these bookmarker pieces that I thought that just will be perfect tucked in there. So that way when this is open in the center, you actually have the hymn song. And I won't cover that. I'm just going to let it as it is. And because, you know, you can add photos and journal, you know, whatever you like to do there. And so we have some work to do in this book yet. This opens because I want to do a document folder with you guys to at least tuck into this book. But look at, it's getting chubby. It's getting chubby, you guys. All right. Have a good afternoon, you guys. It may be like closer to 6 o'clock until I come live. But I will see you then. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Remember to always be kind because you never know what someone's going through. Snag your kit if you need one. Here is the link. Let me grab it for you. If you need a kit, this is where you can grab one. Maybe. Here we go. Shopify Faith Journal. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them left. So if you didn't get one, snag yourself one so that you can create some fun, pretty things here too. So we have pins to use yet, which we could have clipped on the outside here. I have this one. This skirt pin one we didn't do anything with. And we could have totally attached that right there with that closed up attached. Would have looked really pretty, but I think I'm in a place now where it just may not get used, but you can use it for whatever, okay? All right, have a good day, and I will see you guys all real soon. Stay kind, and stay dry, stay warm, stay cool, whatever your weather is for this type of year at your house. You know, do those things. All right, you guys, and I will see you all real soon. Bye, guys.